Hello, FrankieWuzHere here, and I've configured our gear a little bit. I've put on the night leggings we had previously because it has lower weight than the elite night leggings do. Even though elite night leggings look a lot cooler, I love that set. The night leggings actually have the same amount of poise, and that's basically what we care about. I put on the leather gloves because they have a decent amount of stats for their weight, and I put on the sack because, well, who doesn't like a sack? So, we're going to go ahead and explore Shen's fortress and go through it. I just wanted to start this video off by saying thank you very much for those of you who are actually watching the series. I hope you're actually enjoying it and finding it very interesting. Now, before we go forward, you might notice, oh wait, what's that? It's a little bit level. Don't step on that, it's a trap. If you move forward and to the right a little bit, like watch, let's see if I can get this guy to bump into it. I thought he activated it, but I guess he did not. So let's take a swing at him. These are the guys who I had farmed previously for this sword. They drop it at a very low drop rate, but they do drop it. But see this right here? Boom, boom, boom. That hurts a lot. If you get one of the snakes to walk forward enough and you step on that yourself, you can actually get the first snake to get killed. But there are two snakes up here. I would recommend, because they are pretty difficult without having an upgraded weapon, to run up to that first pillar. I ran up to it first, and you're able to only pull the one on the left, which is good because fighting two of these guys at once is pretty difficult. Over here to the right, there should be a soul. The Brave Warrior, wow, that's pretty nice. We'll keep that for later. But alright, moving forward, up here you might notice there's an item over there. You can get that by falling down here and then going up the ladder and picking up that item. There are quite a bit of items down there and enemies, as you can see the Titanite demons down there. Be very careful, you do not want to fall down there. Keep your shield up while you're moving through the pendulums. No, don't take it too fast, just go slow enough. To the right you're going to have a serpent who's going to be shooting lightning at you. To basically counter him, just hide behind here. Underneath the bridge that he's shooting you from. Sometimes the lizards like to be geniuses and jump down, so just let them. On to your right there's going to be nothing at all except two pots. It's a good way to back up to if you don't feel safe. Note that little lightning guy is still going to be shooting lightning at you. Still be careful. Now, while running through here, you will end up getting hit by a lightning or two because of just how it's set up. But remember, take it slow and steady, don't go too fast. Again, you'll notice another pressure plate on the ground here. If we step forward, it will activate, shooting more darts. They do a lot of damage. So please don't get hit by them. Two large Titanite shards are here in case you didn't get enough from farming. This is where the game of Dark Souls shows you, hey look, there's a trap up ahead. Serpent comes after you, he ends up getting hit by a rock. So you basically are able to tell that boulders are now going to be falling down from that location. So be very, very careful with it. Now there is a serpent down there who's asleep. We're not really going to bother him, he's not that big of a threat. Or not a threat at all. Now we're going to wait for the rock to go by. And the second it does, we're going to sprint up forward. Now we'll see another rock come up here, but we're going to go right here. We're not going to go through this gate yet, because there is an enemy who will come after you. We're going to run right past him, because if he wants to be a super genius and run underneath where the rock is at, we'll let him take that risk of getting hit. But we're going to go ahead and kill the serpent here. Little lizard wizard. And let's see. Okay, good. Thing about chest. You see how the chains are set up looking back? That's how you can tell it's a real chest. If the chain is flipped around the other way, it is a mimic. Do not loot it. You'll get eaten. So on the left there's a Shotel. There's a Sigmire down there. If you speak to him, you can actually adjust up ahead and help him get through the next area. I personally don't do it just because I don't. Now again, there's another pressure plate. This time they come from here. The big part about that is you just activate it, keep your shield up and block. But you see, we have 95% block damage resistance, and it still did that much damage to us. So it will really hit you hard. Be very careful when you're through here. Now this enemy's going to just wildly swing. We can maneuver around him because he is quite slow and get a good backstab off him. Just give him another swing. Or two, because I missed up the first one. Now, we have already activated that trap, so we're safe to run through. you hear that turning? That means the rock just moved over here. Now we can run up there, but I'm running down here first. Running up, I believe, actually gets you hit, though, so you don't want to run up. If this thing fills up enough, it will actually crack open that wall, and you can get an item. So you could wait and see if how much it's filled up so far. Once another rock comes down here. Yeah, another rock's coming down. Okay. So as you can see, it's filling up. Okay. I think you have to switch it to another side and then switch it around again. So you might notice, oh wow, wait, the chain's turned around the other way. So that's a mimic. If you don't feel like you can take on a mimic yet, or you're too afraid to, you can actually throw something called a Lloyd's Talisman we had picked up way back at Firelink Shrine. These are used to make it so a player can't use an Estus Flask to heal, but it's also used to make mimics fall asleep. Now when a mimic's asleep, you can actually pick up what it has on it, and it doesn't attack you. But just for the sake of, I don't like leaving a mimic alive, I'm going to kill said mimic. Remember, we do have a plus 10 weapon that is upgraded, and we have a lot of strength, so the mimic might be a little bit more difficult for you to kill. Be careful when you try to take it on. Up ahead here, we'll see another example of Dark Souls showing you that something bad's going to happen. You see blood splatter all over the ground. That tells you if you stay on this elevator, you're going to get squished. Up ahead, up there are spikes, you get stabbed. Be very careful. Don't stay on the elevator. It would be a terrible way to die. So you can actually run up this way. Let's make sure it's not faced in this direction first. We don't want to get hit by that rock. And now we can run up here, which is where the rocks are coming down from. I'm going to turn this around a few locations because I'm not sure which way is where we're supposed to turn it to let Sigmire advance, because just for the sake of being able to talk to Sigmire later on in the game, I believe we have to turn these a certain way. I believe that might be the right way. Anyway, whichever way it's pointing, the rod is pointing, the rock will fire the opposite way. Again, pressure plates on the ground, just activate it, back away, or activate it and face the wall if you don't feel like you can move fast enough to avoid it. So far at Shin's Fortress, the only traps you've encountered are ones that you're able to avoid. Again, pendulums. There are 4 in a row here. Just run right past them, you'll be able to. Over on the left here, there's a serpent caster. Over on the right here, there's another serpent, a warrior one. Be very careful, don't get overconfident. Swing one more time, there we go. Sorry, I had a little bit of a closed in area there. Now, we're going to take on this serpent real quick, just because I do not like the caster ones. So I kill them very happily. Alright, this way, if I remember right, there is another one protecting an item. So let's keep our shield up. Yep, I was correct. Let's throw a fire orb at him, see how fire affects him. Fire affects him pretty well. He was just blocking with his weapon, or shield. So, we're going to back away, let him swing, and jump attack him. That will finish him off. 2 more large Titanite shards. So you don't really have to farm, but I just farm to make a lot of the enemies here easier. And mostly because I did not remember that there are large Titanite shards here. You don't have to farm in Dark Souls, so you can get away without doing it. There are enough items you can pick up to upgrade your gear. So, going forward, you can see on the left, oh look, there's a lizard. Wizard. And you could honestly just walk across here. Personally, I'm going to kill him with fire orbs, because I don't like them. But you could just walk across here, honestly. You could just keep your shield turned around to your back, and run across 2 of the pendulums, stand still, and run across 2 other ones. Again, pressure plate here and here. You can just move to the corner not to get hit by it. And there's where you'd kill the lizard from behind. You could sneak behind him. And there's where you'd fall to your death. So, we're going to keep running on the side and go through this fog gate. Now we're nearly done with Shin's Fortress already. You want to run immediately up these stairs. You don't want to stop because there is going to be a giant who's going to be throwing giant firebomb type things at you. You want to slowly get down here and activate the bonfire. So now you don't have to go through all of Shin's Fortress. The first time I played the game, I did not know about this bonfire. So I actually went through the entire area of Shin's Fortress without touching this bonfire at all. We're going to actually not kindle. Well, we can kindle, but I'm going to mainly just reinforce my Grass Crest shield with the large Titanite shards we have to get some more stability. I'm not going to be using this shield in the end game, but it's a pretty valuable shield for some fights when you don't actually need to have a great shield on, because it just gives you that nice amount of stamina regeneration. It's always useful to have. So there's a giant over there who's going to keep throwing rocks or explosive barrels. So you want to pick up items if you do, and run, because as you can see behind us, he's throwing them. Now you don't have to go this way. I'm just going this way to show you this enemy over here, and you might notice him. Let's see if I can. Okay, I don't know how to just walk normally. Let's throw a fire orb at him. See how much it does to him. 154. Okay. So honestly, with Shin's Fortress, for a new player, it probably is a very, very difficult area. Steel armor, that's not bad. Down there, you can fight someone called, I think his name is Richard. We're going to try to fight him. This could go very bad, it could go very good. I've never really been good at fighting Richard. I've died to him multiple times, including, I think the last time I played, I died to him on my previous character about a year or so ago. But he uses a bow, which he just loves using. And he loves using his rapier, which he'll charge at you multiple times, like that. What I find to take care of him is jump attacks from far away. And be careful because he will parry you, or attempt to. So if he gets low on health and you don't feel like you can take him out, just throw a fire orb at him or fireball. He'll give you Ricard's rapier, which has the same exact moveset that he was using. It's, let's see. I'm trying to remember. I think if I have enough strength, I think I can still use it. So that's the power attack. That's the one-handed attack. Or normal attack with two-handed. Normal attack one-handed. And power attack with one-handed. Let's use that against something that's not a wall. It's a pretty good dexterity weapon. I believe the Baldur side sword is better of a rapier than it is. But let's make sure because the memory doesn't serve me right. I think a Divine Blessing is in one of these as well. There we go. Divine Blessings will heal you up to full health, and I believe they remove all status ailments as well. Yeah, undo irregularities. It's really good. A good way to find out if someone who invades you is a filthy dirty cheater is if they heal themselves almost to full health, because normally they'll mod themselves to have 99 of those, or infinite amount. And it makes it really unfun because they're like quicker. You can use them quicker than Estus. And they're invading you, so they can't use Estus. They can only use Humanity to heal themselves, and Humanity heals very slowly. So, it's kind of garbage. Anyway, we can go down there and get some items, but I'm going to choose to go across up here. You can go over here and talk to a guy and get Steel Knight. Talk to the Steel Knight. He'll sell you Blossom, Black Fire Bombs. I think he actually sells you the Knight of Katarina, basically the little onion guy looking outfit. But for now, we're just going to head straight for the giant. The golem, pardon. And the giant, actually. So, I'm going to show you... Sorry, my voice is bugging out. Sorry about that. I'm going to show you one of the most BA people you can summon in the game. This guy can solo the boss. We're going to summon him. This boss is a joke already, but I'm going to show you in case you somehow have problems with the boss. Let's say you don't have enough health, stamina, you keep getting hit by his attacks. Summon him. Summon the amazing Iron Tarkus. He can solo this boss by himself. I won't let him solo it. I'm going to fight it with him. And also, he'll help you out kill this guy if I remember right. Let's go ahead and heal up. A good way to kill the guy up here as well is if you have the Toxic Mist miracle I was talking about earlier. Not miracle. Pyromancy. You can actually use it on him too. We want to have him, get him to have a little baby attack. And let's just kill him. Iron Tarkus can't get through, so we're just going to keep smacking this guy. And we killed him. He gives us a Titanite chunk, I believe? Yes. That will help us make our weapon from +10 to +11 once we find the next ember, which we'll find nearby the abyss in the Londo ruins. Alright, we're still doing good on time. We're making a lot of progress because we have our amazing weapon now. Apologies for the clearing of the throat. But this boss will start out by attacking from range with his axe. All you have to do to avoid it is move to the side. The weak thing about this boss is you can just get behind him, just don't get hit by his grab. He can knock you off the side of the map. He'll swing once and then twice. But just get behind him. If I can do that again without getting hit. Don't get hit by his grab, which Tarkus just got hit by. And that as such, we can't hit the boss. But get behind the boss, hit his knees. I shouldn't be getting hit by that, but that was my mistake. So you can just avoid him by just walking. You even have to roll. Now that we hit one of his knees enough, so now he's going, oh wow, I'm gonna fall over. Which gives you a lot of time to do extra damage on him. If you hit him enough, he'll actually just fall down. It's pretty pathetic. I've had him just fall down to his death before. But there we go. That was the Iron Golem. For Shin's Fortress being a pretty, I won't say difficult, but very trap-like area with a lot of turns and at least slight difficulties, that boss is kind of a joke. He does give us 40,000 souls, though. It's really nice. So, now we're going to examine the Ring of Light, and you'll be able to watch what happens. There's no real audio here, so I can fill in. These little gargoyle-like creatures, because we passed the test of going through the little gauntlet area of Shin's Fortress, we're now worthy enough to go to Anor Londo. So, that's where they're bringing us to and lifting us up. Now remember, for some bosses, don't feel bad if you have to summon help. It's part of the game, they have it in there for a reason. The downsides of summoning someone is the fact that people can invade you. So, you're already having the negative effects, so don't feel like you're cheating it. They're showing the amazing Anor Londo in all of its glory. I loved the first time I got here. I felt so epic. So, now we're at Anor Londo. Now, I know I'm going to say a lot of places are my favorite places in Dark Souls. Just, when you get to areas like this, you feel pretty epic. Especially when it's on your first playthrough. You just feel amazing. You made it to this amazing, godly looking place. These enemies here won't really hurt you if you just walk right past them. At least these first ones. They don't mind. They'll protect some chest over there, which we'll let them protect it. Stuff like Crystal Halberd is in one of them, which, as you remember, you can't repair. So it's kind of garbage. Now we're in Anor Londo. For some reason at the top left I have 0 nodes and online, so I won't be invaded, which I feel kind of crappy about because that's part of the experience of Anor Londo. But at least that way we won't get killed. I'm going to level up our strength up once, and I think our endurance is okay. So let's pop our vitality up a bit more. So we have 1,066 health. We want to talk to this lady. She's friends of the Dark Moonblades, so you don't want to, if you end up becoming an enemy with the Dark Moonblades you'll see later on how we become an enemy, she'll end up trying to kill you, and that bonfire will be unusable. So, I usually end up doing that, like all my playthroughs, close to the end, I'll try to take out the god. There are different gods in the game, lords, pardon, and I'll actually try to fight her. Him, pardon me, it confuses me as well. But it gives you an extra Firekeeper soul, meaning you can upgrade your Estus again, which in a previous episode in the comments, or in the description, I've corrected myself. The Estus Flask heals 300 originally, with 100 for each upgrade. So, that will help you, now we heal 600 with ours, and we have like 1,000 health, so it's actually useful. I'm going to throw a Fireball Orb just to kind of aggro this guy on me, because I don't want to have to fight 2 of these at once. These guys are powerful because they have far reach, and they shield slam a lot. So that's an example of the far reach. Here we are getting behind him, and any hits hit onto his shield will do 0 damage. Just completely 0 damage. So you want to just get behind him on his side. Remember, block, stop blocking when he stops attacking, and then go for an attack. You will have a little bit more of a difficult time if you're using a dexterity weapon or a magic spell using build. because I believe these guys actually have resistance to that. Again, it looks like the chain is moved to the other side, therefore it is actually a mimic. So we're going to start this off by just smacking it. And I'll get it low, but I won't kill this mimic because I'm going to show you its movesets. It will drop kick you, just go crazy on you. It will kick you, it will completely destroy you. It likes to move around a lot, it's very erratic in its movement, so even if you're far away, it will still be able to get you. And don't let it grab you. So that's basically a mimic. They're not really that powerful when you have a shield, but some builds don't use shields. A lot of times on my dexterity characters, I'll use a parrying dagger as my offhand. Because we still have quite a bit of time, I'm going to go forward here again and try to take on these giants as well. I don't really need the materials, but just so that you can get used to their movements, because there are two bigger ones you encounter later on, and two more bigger ones later on, that you'll have to fight, and if you don't know these guys' movesets, you'll get completely destroyed by them. So, let's go and move forward. I did not block that, my mistake. And I swung with a one-hit attack, which I really didn't want to do. There goes the shield slam. Shield slam means we can move from the side. As you saw, my weapon hit the shield there, so I did completely 0 damage, because these guys basically are counting as if they're blocking all the time. Which is why Poison Mist is pretty good against them, and Toxic Mist as well. It will just burn them down. Here we go, let's aggro him. The other one did not drop anything. Very good. I'm mainly trying to get this one farther away. I'm going to heal. Healing actually makes it so enemies go a little bit more aggressive on you, in my experiences. So if you want an enemy to come after you and you're fine on health, just pop an Estus. I know for sure that's for Dark Souls 2. I believe it's for Dark Souls 1 as well, just from experiences. And remember when you're fighting the guys back forward the other way, to be careful when you're fighting one, don't fight one near the chest, because if you accidentally hit the mimic, oh, we staggered him. If you accidentally hit the mimic will go crazy on you, and these guys don't care about fighting the mimic. They care about killing you if you attack them, and they care about protecting the treasure chest that they are, well, protecting. Anyway, that just about wraps up this first episode. There's an item over there we did not pick up. So, I'll keep talking while we go to pick that up. And we rest at the bonfire. I think I'll level up once. So, that's about the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If there are any questions you have, or, I believe by the time this episode actually ends up coming up, it will be the 19th. Because I have it played to, I play 2 episodes each day. Crystal Halberd, did I? Oh, I killed the mimic and never picked it up. Pardon me. So, if there are any other games you'd like to see me play, there are a few games I've played before in the past. Slime Rancher, Risk of Rain, Binding of Isaac, just a few games. If there are any one of those that you want to see me play, feel free to tell me in the comments. I'll play them. I might just put on my Twitter and ask, and any ideas people give me that I already have, I'll give them a try. So, we have 30 vitality, 1,100 health. That will be increased with the ring we get later on. I hope you enjoyed watching. In the next episode, we're going to hopefully make our way to Ornstein and Smo and try to take them out. Hopefully we don't have that much of a problem because I'm very used to using a Great Shield. I cannot wait until I get my Great Shield made. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.